Hey guys, so today I am going to be doing a video that I have pondered doing for years, the $20 makeup challenge. This was always a difficult feat for me because this video truly goes against everything that I stand for. Let me explain. For me, when I do videos, no matter what kind they are, I always want to use and recommend products that I feel comfortable with using and recommending, things that I would truly use. And this tag is where you have to completely do your entire makeup look, tools and everything for under $20, which can be really, really difficult, even at the drugstore where a lot of drugstore items come in still around $10 each. And anyone can go to the drugstore and pick up items, super cheap items, blindly to add up to $20. We know we can all do that. But I absolutely refused to do this video until I found products that I truly loved, that I would actually use myself and all that good stuff. I will be keeping a running total during the video. Did I make it? Did I not? Did I come in a little over? We'll see. It's kind of difficult when you're actually like using really good products and you're choosy with the products that you pick, because it's hard enough to find the cheap products anyways, but to find good ones is a whole other story. So if you guys want to see how I did on the $20 makeup challenge, then keep watching. I'm going to start by using the Coverall Cover Stick by Wet n Wild. So I'm applying that straight to where I need coverage. And since we're not using a foundation for this, I'm just going to actually really focus on using the concealer to cover flaws rather than covering my entire face with foundation. This is the perfect shade for me, and it's great because it works under the eyes as well. Even though it's a stick formula, it's really, really creamy. So then go back and blend. I hold off on my under eye concealer until after powder. I'll explain why in a moment. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder sort of as my foundation. It's a powder, but it's very, very similar to that of a powder foundation. And the shade I use in this one is light medium. So taking the puff that comes with the powder, I'm just going to dab it on the areas that need the most coverage, like where I had breakouts or areas like right here around my cheeks where it always gets a little bit red. Since you've applied your concealer, you don't want to be like rubbing this because it'll just rub it right off. You just want to dab it on. Don't worry about blending because we'll do that in a sec. For powder products, I'm going to be using this blush brush or powder brush by e.l.f. They're very, very affordable. Not super great quality, but still at $1, you can't go wrong. Gonna dust that all over very lightly, even over the areas that you just applied it to. You're not really applying more, you're just sort of blending everything out. Then I apply my under eye concealer. It's the same one that I used before, rather than dragging it along the under eye area because it can be a bit delicate. I'm just going to warm it up on my finger and dab it. The reason I do this after powder is because I like to keep my under eye looking bright and not cakey or dry. And even when you're dusting that powder over it, I don't have under eye concealer over here, you can see how even if you're being careful to avoid it, a little bit of powder can cling onto there. And I really don't like that. So just apply your under eye concealer. While I'm at it, I'm going to take the same product and dab just the tiniest bit on my eyelid for an eyeshadow primer. You're not applying as much as you did to your under eye area. You're really just kind of using whatever is left on your finger just to apply a bit of a stickiness. Nothing thick enough for it to crease or anything. For my eyeshadow, I'm using my much loved Wet n Wild Trio in Sweetest Candy. I'm not really going to apply the colors as intended, as it says to do, which I do a lot. I mean, I think that's great, but I'm going to take the brown first on the sponge applicator. And starting closest to the lash line, I'm just going to dab that on. When you get to your crease, you just want to go ahead and work it into the crease as well. And I'm blending it all out with the brush that it comes with. Flip the little sponge over, and using the lightest shade, I'm going to apply that right to my inner tear duct area. I can take just a little bit of that on my finger and pop it right up underneath my eyebrow for some highlight. For eyeliner, I'm using this one by e.l.f. It's really nice because it has this cool brush applicator, which gives you a lot of control. It's really, really good for the price. And I'm putting a thin line of that on my upper lash line. This is great, great eyeliner for $1. It's great eyeliner, period, but I really love this stuff. To give the look some drama, I'm going to wing it out just a bit. I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Protein Mascara. I'm combing my brows in place with just one of these super cheapo little spoolie brushes that you can literally get for like hardly anything at Sally. It would end up being like cents. So I use one of those. You can even spray a little bit of hairspray on that, which you've probably already got in your bathroom. A little bit of Vaseline, whatever, clear brow gel to keep them in place. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to keep them a little more natural. You can even use the brown in the palette to lightly fill them in. Just use it sparingly. For blush and bronzer, I'm using this one by e.l.f. in St. Lucia. Apply the bronzer first, under my cheekbones, up around my hairline. It's a pretty natural looking bronzer. It's not very orangey. It is very dark though, so you may need to tap it off on your hand a little bit, but it looks pretty natural. I'm gonna lightly put the blush side of it right on my cheeks. This stuff can look really, really pink, so you need to kind of blend it out. It's really pretty though, but you gotta be careful with it. For highlight, you're gonna take the lightest shade in that palette, just a little bit right down the center of your nose. You can even get your brush right in the side of it. I do this with eyeshadows all the time. Right on the tops of your cheekbones. Kind of brightens everything up. And finally for my lips, I'm using the e.l.f. Lip Stain in Pink Petal. I did it! How exciting is that? I actually did really good, and I came in really, really below what I thought I would. So yeah, these are all great products. You definitely don't have to spend a lot to achieve a great look. Explore the drugstore, explore some cheaper options out there, because you can really, really find some hidden gems and some great items. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. As always, the products will be all listed on my blog if you want to check that out. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye!